Skoal, Sweat, and a Side of No Thank You. A short story by P.J. Hamilton. In East Texas, we started everything early. Driving tractors, making biscuits and gravy, and yes, dating, believe it or not. I was just 14 when I went on my first official date. Sure, it sounds wild now, but in East Texas, if you could giggle and shift gears, someone was picking you up at 6. He was a country boy through and through, pressed Wranglers so starched they could stand up on their own, a belt buckle bigger than my head, and a drawl that could stretch a 2-syllable word into 5. He'd been hanging around the Sonic a little too long for my mama's liking, but he was polite and offered dinner and a movie. And for a girl who'd been eating boxed mac and cheese and watching rented VHS tapes, this felt like a full-on red carpet event. And then came the pickup truck. The second I opened that door, a gust of pure death smacked me right in the face. It was a hot blend of musty sweat, motor oil, and something earthy. My eyes watered. I tried to play it cool, but then I saw it. A dark, muddy clump tucked into his bottom lip. The dreaded Skoal. Now, if you don't know what Skoal is, bless your city heart. It's a powdery tobacco dip that East Texas boys scoop up and shove into their lips like it's protein powder or something. And then they spit and spit into anything available. Cans, cups, bottles, sometimes the floorboards. His truck had all of the above. And friends, it smelled like the truck had been living off that spit for a decade. I climbed in like I was stepping into a crime scene. He smiled real big. "You like George Strait?" he asked, turning the radio up. I nodded politely, even though the smell of Skoal and exhaust fumes had made me teeter on the edge of nausea. I spent the ride to the restaurant with the window down and my nose halfway out like a basset hound trying to survive. Dinner was fine, hamburger steak and mashed potatoes, East Texas romance cuisine. He talked a lot about fishing and hunting and the time he killed a water moccasin with a golf club. I nodded and smiled while sipping sweet tea and praying my nose would go numb. Then came the movie. He picked something loud and action-packed. Think explosions, helicopters, and a bad 90s one-liners. I was just getting settled when he stretched his arm around my shoulders like he was auditioning for Grease. That's when I got a whiff of the other problem, underarm funk. Strong, pungent, unapologetic, I suddenly became a coughing mess. Light cough, strong cough, throat rub. I whispered, "Oh no, I think I'm coming down with a cold." He grinned, "Me too. Sore throat and all." Well, shoot. Desperate, I said, "Yeah, when I get sick, I have terrible breath. Like stay 10 feet away breath." He shrugged. "That's why I dip. Covers it right up." My stomach lurched. I spent the rest of the movie glued to my seat, calculating escape plans and plotting how to get dropped off without a parking lot kiss situation. I tried to act progressively sicker as we neared my house, coughing, sniffling, gurgling. If I had a Dramamine, I would have faked a seizure. He pulled into the driveway. I was seconds from freedom when he did the unthinkable. Turned off the ignition. Oh no. Truck off meant time to talk. Maybe smooch. I reached for the door, chirped a chipper, "Thanks for the night," and grabbed the handle. But his hand caught my arm. "Hold on now," he said, smirking. "A kiss might make that steak and movie worth it all." My brain was screaming. Every instinct in my body yelled, "No!" So I blurted out the only thing I could in a frantic stream that came out like a foreign language. "I hate the smell of Skoal. You need deodorant, and please shower before you take a girl out." He blinked. "What?" "Help me." I took a breath and tried again. "No kiss. Ever. Not with that stuff in your lip." I tried to scoot out of the truck, but kicked something on the floor. A loud clink, and then a slosh. Oh no. I looked down. I had just knocked over one of 20 dip spit containers. He saw it too, and I swear on Mama's banana pudding, he laughed. "Good luck," he said with a wink. "Round here, every real man dips." I jumped out like the seat was on fire, slammed the door, and hollered over my shoulder, "Then I guess I'm holding out for a unicorn, cowboy." I took off up the walkway like my boots were on fire, heart pounding, stomach flipping, but I swear behind me I heard it. That deep country hee-haw laugh echoing through the night like a coonhound on a scent. And just as I reached the front door, I could have sworn I heard him mutter through his chuckles, "What a woman."